The real price. What do we really got to do or pay in order to get out of this suffering? Here's the thing. We can't write it down. I can't give you a prescription and say, okay, you just do this, this, and this. Your suffering's gone. It's an evolutionary thing. But the real problem that causes suffering is this deep identity with ego and individuality and hopes and desires and projections, all that. That stuff is so deeply, deeply encoded in the being that it's like you can't get away from it. It just bleeds through into like everyone's life, every aspect of their life. This is a driving force. What do I want today? Oh, I want this to happen. I want to. I'm trying to achieve this, and very few people are just like totally open and have surrendered. You see, surrender's not a conscious thing. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to surrender. You can't do that. It's instinctual. It's automatic. The same thing, I've given this example before. If somebody was to come right now, a bunch of bandits with machine guns, I might find myself doing that. Like, I might smile, I don't know. But something inside, I'll be like, good. Like, I'm ready. No. But something inside is going to surrender. It's automatic. This is the same thing when we get into like self-realization and evolution and giving up the ego. The ego is going to fight. It's going to fight and fight, and we're identified with that fight. It's so automatic. It's beyond biology. It's deeper than our gender. Like, this has been going on. We don't know. I mean, are we going to go back to the mineral kingdom? Plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human kingdom, how deeply identified has the consciousness been with the form for how long? What do you think? We're just going to undo that overnight? Now, the fact that if you resonate with these words, if you're watching these videos, that's good news. The average sentient being isn't going to be interested in this. They're going to be interested in fulfilling their projections and desires. They don't even know what you're talking about. If you tell them, look, your suffering's actually tied in to the fact that you really believe that you're this individual. Yeah, say that and see what they say. So the fact that something inside you is even open to this and that resonates with this means you might be like the apple on the tree that's getting ready to fall. The apple can't make itself fall. It falls. Grace makes it fall at the perfect right time. And you can't judge your progress now and say, yeah, but I still have these defects of character and habits, and man, I got a long way. Man, that can just be dissolved overnight. We don't know. See, the mind wants to judge. It thinks it can actually measure our evolutionary progress. It can't do that. What's the guy? Mala Ripa or something? He became awake. You know me, I'm bad with remembering names. You should see me. I live in South America, and when it comes to Spanish, I mean, I'm bad remembering any names, let alone like being somewhere I have to speak Spanish. I know survival Spanish. Okay, let's get to the point. This man became awakened, and he used to kill people. Now, you see, they don't tell the story. They just say it like that because it sounds good. Because then the imagination can say, whoa, he used to be a murderer and he killed people, and then he just woke up. He killed people because he was born with some cities. He had some power. His family knew that, and so they were going to war with other families and villages. So he's like, hey son, hook us up, help us. Like, you can just crush everybody like that. We don't even have to die. And so the son was young, he followed his parents' directions. But then later he realized, wait a minute, this isn't the way, And he found a guru, did intense sadhana, and became awake. So, and also Eckhart Tolle has shared that there's people on death row who become awake like in the last few hours or minutes of their life. Why? Automatic surrender. You've already went to court, you've already appealed, you're gonna get the electric chair or the injection. Nothing you can do about it. So something just done. It wasn't a choice. They weren't trying to do sadhana to get there. Something was undone. And then their last moments, they're in this field, this space of grace. Maybe they give them their last meal, and then they, no, here, you can have it. It's all good, man. I want to be of service. And then they're laying on the bed waiting for the injection. They're just basking in this peace because there was a surrender, a deep surrender. Doesn't mean, though, see, that's the other thing. Like, people will, when I say deep peace, they think the mind will come in and say, I need to feel a deep, intense peace all the time. Otherwise, I'm not surrendered or I'm not awake. It doesn't work like that. We don't know. Something surrenders and that's it. Surrendering means you're not measuring your progress anymore either. You've surrendered. Done. Oh, I don't feel so much peace today. You don't care. Like, something's not paying it. The measuring stick you've gotten rid of. You've surrendered the measuring stick. You're just chilling. Oh, I feel angry. Oh, that's okay. Wow, I can't control my emotion in this moment. There's a lot of energy coming up. So be it. That's the paradox. You experience this matrix experience, but yet something's okay with it. You can't learn that. How are you going to learn that? It's totally contradicting. You know, that's why I made a video, how to be at peace in pain or something. But those are just words pointing to something that the mind can't understand. But something deeper inside is something, it clicks. You're like, yeah, I want to see that. The mind says, yeah, I want to learn that. You can't learn it. But somehow the energy, the vibration of when someone who's true, who's speaking on some topics like that, it's going into your depth, and you're eating that. That's transforming your lower nature. It's dissolving. The surrender's happening. You can't do anything about that. You can't force a surrender. But see, nobody wants to really surrender. That's the thing. The identity with the individuality is so deeply strong. You have to surrender that. You have to surrender that you can't surrender that. And you're like, okay, this show's running itself. It must be, because I've tried so hard for so long and I just don't know, man. Like, God help me. I don't know how to live. Like, I can't figure this out. I get into trouble with my emotions and my mind and judgments, and I don't know. I don't know how to live. So you have to help me, or I'm just going to continue having an unmanageable life, because I don't know how to do this. Like, I can't do it. I've tried it. Why don't I feel your help, God? That's, oh, okay. Maybe you know when to help me. Maybe I need to suffer a little more. Okay, I surrender that. Something has to, and even that's grace, where you come into this deep acceptance also. If you can't accept that, if you're still in the mode of trying, you accept that. You surrender to that, and you just keep trying. And you just keep going. You don't give up, but yet you can't give up anyway. Your higher self's not going to let you give up. You might feel like, well, I can't take this anymore. Like, this is like intense. The hell with the spiritual path. Like, I'm just going to go back and get high or whatever you used to do. You can't. Emmett Fox said, you can't, what you've gained in consciousness, you can't lose. It's the only thing you can't lose. You take that with you when the body dies. You don't take your money with you. You don't take your family with you. You don't take anything with you. All the awards you won, and what a great spiritual person, your yoga rewards, you can't take that with you. You take your level of consciousness with you. So you can't go backwards. You can only go forwards. But are we really going forwards? Or is there just a life, by the impulse of life, of evolutionary laws, just carrying us forward? Let it carry us. Surrender to that carrying, to that flow. And if you can't surrender to it, surrender that you can't surrender to it. And if you can't do that, then you just keep going. It'll happen. Something has to relax. Stop fighting this so hard. That's what causes the suffering. It's like there's too much fighting, like, I kind of figure, and I have such good intentions though, so it must be good. No, it's not. Bad intentions, good intentions, let it all go. Still, you can have intentions though. You see? You just don't get so identified or obsessed with it. I made a video. Don't stop obsessing about awakening, and it'll happen faster. And you won't even call it that. You don't even want to use those words anymore. People say, "Yeah, I had my awakening." Okay, good. You're just flowing. You're enjoying whatever, or you're not enjoying. It's also fine. Does this make any sense? Let me know. All right. Have a good day.